Hey guys,
shut up. Sorry.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my sister JC. Happy fall, happy fall. What better way to start fall than to make caramel apple cupcakes? I was obsessed with this recipe in like sophomore year of high school to a point where I didn't have to look at the recipe to do it. So I don't actually know where the recipe is from. I have it written down in my notes though. So if you guys want to follow this recipe, I'll put the directions and the ingredients and all that stuff in the description box below. So this is very on brand today because, give me a second. I just got this in the mail. It's Check Please Hockey by Ngozi Ukazu. I'm really sorry if I said that name wrong. It's about a hockey player right there who bakes. He usually bakes pies. Today I'm baking cupcakes. But it's the day that this came out. I'm filming this on September 18th. So this just came out today. I just got it in the mail and we're gonna bake in honor of fall and in honor of Eric Biddle. Let's go! Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. We're going to do the flour mixture. First, we're going to do the flour mixture, which is 2.5 cups of flour. So I went out and bought stuff for this today and I wasn't sure if we'd have enough flour, and we did have enough flour, so I bought flour for no reason. Same thing with brown sugar and powdered sugar, so woo. No, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Good thing I looked at that. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, so we'll just whip out the big teaspoon here. 1 teaspoon of apple pie spice. We're just gonna assume that that's 1 teaspoon. If not, more flavoring, am I right? Love that for me. 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna use this thing of table salt because, I don't know, I feel like she really gets me. So.
Why didn't you just use the kosher salt?
Because I don't really trust that. I feel like it's too thick.
Riley, that is kosher salt. We literally fill up the salt.
I know that logically, I still don't trust it. So I'm gonna put all the stuff that we just used that we no longer need away, and JC's gonna start whisking this. Now we've got the flour mixture done, so we're gonna move on to the,
that is really loud,
other mixture, I guess. We're gonna do 1 cup of brown sugar.
I think caramel milk would be good.
No, you fucking disgusting garbage human. That like genuinely disgusted me that you just asked that. So now I'm going to put in 1 cup of brown sugar. Wow, kinetic sand too.
Hold on.
3/4 cups of butter, which is 12 tablespoons. So we're just gonna do a whole stick of butter, and then another half stick of butter. We're gonna do 1/4 cup of half and half. Okay, now we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of the caramel sauce. And now we're gonna do 3 eggs. Again. We're gonna mix it. So now we're going to mix in the flour mixture, just like kind of a little bit at a time.
Oh, can I take a little?
No, you fucking weirdo.
Not every
Batter, like most batters are not meant for consumption. No.
Please, I'm like, ah.
Now we're gonna, now that we mix everything together, we come to the titular roll. Okay, now we're going to shred the apples that are going to go in the batter. Yes, we are using green apples. Completely wasted out.
Bake with us! Gone wild, gone inappropriate. The police were called.
Okay, anyways, why? I don't get it.
Like, that's what you're gonna title this.
Oh.
And the reason I yelled bake with us because it's gonna be all caps.
Okay. So for the viewers at home,
only 1.
you put 1.5 cups of apples, of shredded apples in there, and you have to peel the apples first. So
don't forget to peel it.
Mix this one final time on a very low speed because I think you're actually supposed to mix this by hand, but I don't feel like it.
I will literally take it out of the dirty sink and lick it.
You're disgusting.
Good.
You literally are disgusting.
I can't do it. What do we do?
in the oven for 20 minutes at 350 degrees. We use cupcake liners, you guys don't have to. Today we're gonna talk about Check Please.
No, I thought you said we were gonna talk.
Yeah, about Check Please.
No.
It was a webcomic that was super popular on Tumblr, and because it got so popular, the person who created it eventually like funded like paperback versions of prints. And she separates them into different years. She separates them into like his 4 years of college. And so she did freshman and sophomore year prints, paperback prints of freshman and sophomore year, and they were like long ways like this.
Why are you so clammy?
And then, I don't know. And then she got a book deal, I'm pretty sure, to get it published of the first 2 years in like a hardback, or I think you can also get the paperback version of like an actual like printed comic strip, whatever. And so that's what this is. And this shit like really has me slamming. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I love this so much. So much.
Okay, moving on.
And it's in Barnes and Noble and Indigo chapters or whatever, Chapters Indigo, and Books A Million, and then Amazon. Those are the places that you can get it. Everyone should go buy it. I read The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. They only have 8 issues out, right? But they have a printed version of the first 6 issues together called like Volume 1, and I ordered that on Amazon. It's coming in tomorrow. Are you crying?
No.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm not
so
crying.
annoying. How about some all-dressed chubs?
No.
We don't have Smoothie King where we live. I've been to a Smoothie King like once. I went this morning just in case you didn't know. I had to fucking drive you to school.
Okay.
I'm only gonna drop it off at the school. And like, hey, Miss Price, will you print me a sticker so I can go bring my sister a smoothie? So we don't have a Smoothie King in our area. I've been to it like once in my life. My sister, like the college campus that she used to live on, had a Smoothie King like right by the cafe or whatever. And so she'd been there a couple of times. And a couple months ago, I saw that there was a Smoothie King opening up by this Dunkin' near a bowling alley. This means nothing to you, but I saw that there was like a Smoothie King opening up. It opened up yesterday for the first time ever. Yesterday was like its first day being open, and I went to go get a smoothie from there because I was like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? And I offered to get JC one, and I offered to get my other sister Kelsey one.
It was delicious. However, I'm a little sad of the flavor I got, but I would buy it again, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't buy it, so you would have me buy it again. Anyways, I went there. I waited in line for 35 minutes. I went through the drive-thru because I thought it would be quicker. And it was also raining. And I waited in line for 35 minutes. It took me 35 minutes to order, pay, and get my drinks, which I think is pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. So I went there again this morning because I took her to school, and I was like, why not? I don't have to be at class for another like 2.5 hours. So let me go get a McFreaking smoothie. You know what I'm saying? So I went to go get a smoothie, and it was completely dead. And I looked up the hours, so I knew that they had opened up at 7 a.m. and it was like 7:20, right? So I knew they were open, but when I went in there, it was completely dead. So I was a little confused because I wasn't sure if they were open. I was like, what's going on? So there's this guy who walked out to go like sweep the parking lot. Like he had like some sort of like sweeping contraption or a while. And he walked outside, and I like rolled down my window because he was looking at me weird when I pulled into the parking lot. So I was like, excuse me, are you guys like open? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, thanks. So then I drove up to the drive-thru window, right? And I get there, and it like triggers like the motion sensor or whatever. And the person goes, Zach, is that you? And I'm like, no. I think the person doing the drive-thru thought that I was like their coworker just walking past it. I was like, no. And so then he goes and he like waits like 15 seconds, and then he goes like, he's like, thanks for choosing Smoothie King. What can we get for you? And I was like, who? And so like I ordered whatever I ordered. And like 30 seconds later, a girl comes on and is like, sorry, what was that? I was like, what? And so then I ordered again. And then I went to go pay at the window, and I felt really awkward because I was just like sitting there. So then I called my sister, and I was like, yeah, I was just at Smoothie King. So my sister was like, why didn't you get me a smoothie? And I was like, I don't know, because. And I was like, do you want me to get you one? And she was like, yes. So then I turned around and had to go. I went in this time, but they all recognized me. I was like, I'm not gonna go through the drive-thru again. It was completely dead. And I went in there twice in the span of like 15 minutes. They're probably like, why the fuck is this girl getting so many smoothies? Anyways, that's my story. The battery's flashing. I just took the cupcakes out, the first batch of cupcakes out of the oven, and we're gonna let those cool, and we're gonna cook the second batch of cupcakes, and then we'll come back to do the icing. Okay, so all of the cupcakes are out and they're like pretty much cool. So now I'm gonna start doing the icing, and I'll switch to a shot where you can just see the pot for that, because I feel like that would be the best course of action. There they are, they're all cooled. Okay, so I'm gonna put I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of butter in here. I'm going to put 2.5 tablespoons of half and half. I'm actually halving the recipe that I have saved because I distinctly remember there always being an abundance of icing. 1/2 cup of brown sugar. We're gonna keep this on medium heat until it gets smooth. And then once it gets smooth, we'll add in the rest of the stuff, I guess. Okay, she's getting like saucy. I'm gonna add 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to take it off the heat because we don't need her heated anymore. I'm gonna mix that in a little bit. And then I'm gonna add in 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. I'm gonna turn the heat on a little bit more. I should have freaking sifted this. So now you just dip the cupcake in and then you let it down to cool. So that's what I'm gonna do with all these cupcakes, and I'm gonna double fist them because this bitch dries fast. Here is the finished product. Don't look at those two, they're ugly, but look at these bad boys. Look at that beautiful glaze. I cut it into thirds, and now we're all gonna try one and do a taste test.
This is the biggest one.
We've all tried the actual cupcake, but like together with the icing. Ready? Oh, all over. What do you think?
Good.
That's all over.
Mmm,
Okay.
so moist.
What do you think, Kelsey?
What do you
It's
think?
good. What is this? The icing. That's good.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. That's the video. If you like this video, give it a like. If you like me, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
If you like her sister, hit her up.
Blocked.